Click the VCU esports. Okay. Okay, now it says we're live. Look at that. Click the VCU esports. Okay, don't let me hear myself. Okay, guys. We are getting into bans already. We're gonna just skip ahead. Bambi versus 2D baskets. Okay, I'll cover it up. Which side is which? Joshua versus Danny? That doesn't help me. Okay, so 2D Simp Squad is the one playing Lilia, not Bambi Cinder with the tag Eep. Okay. Because it looks like they are picking Echo Jungle, because I was looking through Bambi's match history and I saw that he is a fan of the Echo Jungle. Nothing important. Yeah, it's pretty good. Nautilus has a really hard time engaging onto Lulu Ezreal. I do think the Caitlyn's a pretty good pick into the Ezreal, especially in lane, though. She'll be able to poke them both out pretty hard. Yeah, Lulu Ash would have been pretty money. It would have been a win lane, win game. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Blind Victor, very weird. I don't think. What did Victor even counterpick, honestly? That Camille mid. I think I'm still fine with their draft. I think Camille mid's a little weird, but at least you know that their whole comp wants to do the same thing, I guess. They have a really easy time into the Echo, into the Victor, and let's see, their last pick is, oh, not Renekton. Yeah, they have a really easy time into the Renekton, too. Bambi Cinder has a very difficult time engaging onto Simp Squad. Yeah, this is Ezreal versus the world, this game. So if Ezreal not super far ahead, it's pretty much an L. You have a really, really hard time getting in as Echo against fucking or hecking Lilia, Nautilus, Ornn. Hmm?
End of the line. Do not deny me.
Yeah, I agree. unless they just like Giga Stomp every lane, I don't see them really coming out ahead within the game. Yeah.
No cure for fools.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I think Lucian mid would have been pretty good if the player knows how to play Lucian mid, because I have personally had a lot of griefers on Lucian mid. And there you go. But it's definitely looking a little draft diffy. You gotta see the Echo hard farming, hard camping the Lulu Ezreal, hoping to get the Ezreal 10-0 out of lane. If the Ezreal had 10 kills by the end of laning phase, I'm pretty confident he can carry the game. Anything short of that, I'm feeling a little worried.
Inevitable.
Tyrant.
Mm-hmm. And what you want to be seeing from the Simp squad is just abusing the tools of your comp. You want to force Renekton, you want to force the Echo to have to engage onto you. Ideally, you aren't trying to force the engages with the Camille or anything. You just want to hold. Yeah. Should be pretty easy to control any objectives, even with the Camille. Ideally, you would have had like a control mage, maybe like an Orianna or something along those lines. Yeah, very good. Oh. Let's see. Wait, I got the Travis Scott McDonald's ad while trying to check it. Yeah, it's definitely broadcasting. Just being griefed by another player. Nice. Steven realized that he doesn't get to play anymore, and now he's trying to sabotage the entire stream. Oh, he's saying that he thinks that you were silent. Just you. See if you're... Yeah, that might be the case, because I don't see your mic going off. Hit the cog. The cog next to the mic, hit property, and put your mic connected.
Is it now? Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay, Steven wasn't griefing after all. We just only had half the broadcast.
Well, okay, when you word it as your I don't think you're broadcasting. That doesn't help me.
A bit of a troll.
A little bit. But, okay.
But we're good. We're good.
So, realistically... Okay, you're the jungler here. Does Echo have any hope of out-jungling Lilia?
Okay, here's the thing about Echo Jungle. He's not really very strong in the early game. You want to be farming, you want to be getting to your runic echoes, and maybe you can invade a Lilia just because Echo does what Lilia wants to avoid early, just with the E. Fernie a bit quieter than Connor, just a tad. Turn yourself up, King. Oh, you can't. Maybe turn me down with the desktop audio
I don't know.
adjuster. But I'll listen to Dane on this one.
Who knows, dude? I know.
Fernie,
I
speak
just
the
know
heck
that
up.
I have to get closer to my mic through OBS or something. I don't know, dude. I still have not figured out my streaming setup because I stream so infrequently, but I don't truly care. I might just have to yell for this one a good bit. So you... Oh, wait. You know what I could do?
Please just scream at the top of your lungs.
Yeah,
Just remember, whenever you put anything... I'm not sure if are you broadcasting this to the stream or just to me?
I have one monitor.
I'm just trying to cover your tracks, King.
I have one monitor. So everything that you see, the stream sees.
Okay, cool. So, I'm not sure. I'm just making sure, don't show the hidden folders or anything.
Yeah. No, I get you. So
But I think Echo had to be playing pretty immaculately to catch out Lily in the jungle. Renekton might be able to catch out Lily in the jungle if they are able to help. Like, I think that the top lane 2v2 early might be okay just because Lilia is super susceptible to just being one-shot by both of them. But I just don't think Lilia should be ganking early at all. I think she should be spam farming, being the Master Yi of ranged AP junglers. We have about 10 more seconds on the spectator delay. How do you think that Bambi squad is going to win this game? We talked about the Ezreal. What else is there?
So, at the end of the day, also let me make sure that you can see this. Did the game pop up?
I'm waiting. I'm seeing like the spinny circle of your mouse. Oh, yep, it's popping up.
Okay. So, how do I think red side wins this one?
Now, I want you to click the profiles. I'm clicking them right now. Very low mastery across the board, apart from Red Lightning on Victor. So maybe Red Lightning can just be Diffy in the Miffy.
He is... Okay, my game is...
It's like the second... Red Lightning's at like 155k mastery. What are you doing with Blitz? Click back in, King.
it tapped me out. It didn't load and then it tapped me out.
Red Lightning has played so much more Victor. Like 5 times more Victor than anyone else has played of their champion. So maybe that is the difference maker. Maybe you're just able to carry through experience. So I think comfort is king when you play in the VCU LCS.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think it was banned either, but if you're saying comfort is king, his Anivia is definitely comfort.
Oh. I tried to get him to play Anivia in the pregame lobby. He refused.
Ah, okay.
He said he wouldn't talk to the press about it.
Okay. That makes sense. So let me ask you something else. Our Lilia has gone single health potion control ward.
Wait, is this a bug? Did he actually do this?
His control ward's right there.
Oh, where's the control ward? That's so weird.
I don't know why you don't do the... And then he warded over...
Maybe he might be doing the Raptor start Lilia, Raptors into red, into Krugs, and he just wants to protect himself against the early game invade from the Echo, because Echo would be able to get to her blue before she does.
Also, yeah, red side has no clue that ward is there, by the way. So, because the...
Does it spot out their ward? I don't think it does,
the
right?
trinket over there was not spotted by it.
Wow, that's insane. Okay. So Lilia is going red into Raptors instead of the Raptor start. I am personally a pretty big fan of the Raptor start. It makes you a lot healthier for the red buff, but you are going to heal off the Raptors anyway. Just going to be a little bit gold deprived, and your pathing is a little bit awkward if you want to go to those Krugs, which she isn't anyway. Just going to go to the Wolves, which makes the pink ward a little bit weirder for me. What are you protecting against? You know Echo's going to start blue. Echo has a really hard time starting red, I think.
Yeah.
In my experience, but... See, Caitlyn Knott are pushing in the wave. Nautilus does a sick Q onto the minion to help the wave push go a little bit faster, get that minion halfway down with that hook. And it looks like Victor is pushing in the Camille, and we have Ornn pushing in the Renekton, which is not...
Yeah. Oh, that's a fat wave. And he's just... So this is pretty much how the lanes are going to go. Top lane's going to be fairly even. Renekton after... Renekton has... I'd say Renekton right now has kill pressure for the next minute. And then as soon as Ornn gets that item lead, it's doomed for Renekton. So... you just don't, I don't know, you're very early focused, and Renekton is one of those champions that once you start losing the item lead, you don't really win.
Yeah, but what you can notice right now with the Renekton at least is that he's not losing that item lead. Such a huge wave in front of him, and he already has a 4 CS lead. He's taking such a big early lead over the Ornn, and they caught out Lilia.
Yeah.
Lilia might have the flash here. I think she does, for sure. Oh, wait. Does she have the speed? Yeah, she does have the flash there. Camille seems to have gotten herself caught out, too.
I feel like they definitely could have turned that onto the Echo, but yeah, no, Camille, oh, well-timed flash there in between Bambi Cinder flashing as well. And in the end, that is definitely favored, not just summoner spell-wise, but like HP and everything. That I feel like favors red side. Not sure what Unearthly Narwhal is doing here, but here comes the Lilia. Renekton's going to get tagged up by that little passive from the Lilia. I don't remember what the name is of it. Oh, I can check it.
Super cool Lilia passive.
Super cool Lilia. Green Laden Bow, of course.
Yeah, I'm not
How
saying
could I
that.
forget that?
I refuse to say that one.
All I know about, dude, all I know is the W is watch out eep, which I'm never going to say on air after that time. Oh, yeah. I forgot you have to do it with the noise.
But you saw there, even when Renekton was sub half HP, that Lilia is just unable to challenge him. I believe that Renekton can 1v2 that lane, at least in the early levels. Especially once he hits 6, which is coming up. He's already hit 5 and has double Ornn CS right now for his recall.
So, I mean, I don't like the double cloth from Ornn.
Yeah, double cloth only helps you against, like, Renekton specifically. You want to be buying health here.
Yeah.
Just get a Ruby
I
crystal.
don't know why you, like, you can double Ruby. Like, it's not the end of the world that you take damage from him, because you can just build health items and regain that lost health. So,
we don't know if he had the gold for double Ruby. Because that would be 200 extra gold. I have no idea.
I know. So he had 700.
Dane told me last time, I think.
He had 700, so he could have. What he could have done is Ruby refill and waited in lane for a single wave. And
yeah, I would have liked Ruby refill.
It's just optimization of your money with Ornn is a bit different than other champions, just because you can buy your items anywhere, so you can always have that item lead over other champions. And I feel like that's something that we don't really see a lot of VCU LCS Ornns abuse. So, I mean, even I never did, really. I never fully abused it. So, we'll have to see how the further abuse of that buy anywhere the Ornn will have. But you mentioned it before, he's down double his CS right now.
Mm-hmm. And also, from that whole kerfuffle at the beginning, Lilia was able to claim both Scuttle Crabs, giving her about a 2.5 camp lead. She will be hitting level 6 first, unless Echo miraculously gets, like, multiple kills instead of just farming, which I know he's going to be.
Oh, he'll move there by the Camille now that she's 6. Lokesh trying to do what he can. I'm not sure what Renekton is doing. He has rotated mid. I think they're going to swap on the Ornn. So,
that's a pretty good idea for the early game. Renekton does pretty well into Camille, and this will give Victor someone to bully, especially since he went the Bramble Vest early. Bramble Vest.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, though. Like, he has Bramble. Like, what is Bramble going to do against this? And when Echo comes up, like, Bramble's going to do what? Give you that little 5 damage back on Echo when he dashes into you.
Yeah, definitely a rough buy. You definitely wanted health here because it protects you against the rest of the comp. Even Ezreal's like half AP.
Yeah.
It's just a kind of a silly buy to go first Bramble, and it's definitely being punished right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for the swap next time both Camille and Ornn are back in base. That hasn't been enough. But they're going to be a Lilia.
Yeah, nothing's going to come of it after the little Dark Harvest proc from Bambi Cinder, as the Renekton is down bot side as well at that time. He left this to come back mid, but the thing about pre-Tiamat Camille is she doesn't have the most wave clear and most wave pressure. You can definitely look to roam here if you're Lokesh, but he's actually going to go back at this point.
Help my
first
all
hex
brain
score
real
in
quick.
for, yeah, I think we
Is
just
that
went to mention. Little misclick, I guess.
Asus definitely showed some dominance right there because he flashed on vision. But what I was gonna ask is, which hex core is Victor on? Is that the first one that you buy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's Mark 1.
Okay.
So he's got bonus wave clear now, most likely with the E. There's no real point in upgrading W early on ever. And upgrading Q you only would see on that specific top Victor build where you would go like, or upgrade Q first. It was like when you would do like, what was it, like Mask Frozen Heart or Frozen Mallet or whatever. Or not,
Yeah, I think it was Gauntlet.
Gauntlet, that's the one.
Yeah.
I kept wanting
Yeah,
to
I know
call
what
it
you're talking
Frozen Fist, and I kept saying all the actual items.
Hey,
that
if you
have
said Frozen Fist, everyone would understand what you're talking about. You can put Frozen Fist into the in-game shop, and that will come up.
Yeah. I was just saying that, like, I wanted to say Frozen Fist, but every item with the actual word Frozen in it came up before Frozen Fist in my mental directory.
The mental directory.
At
and
the
you
end
saw
of
it. Oh,
This is
please
just...
go.
This is exactly how I was anticipating this to go. Like, this is all Blue Side has to do. They have to play, or they can play non-committal until, you know, your Lilia gets to a point where everything goes away. Bot lane is never going to have kill pressure on Caitlyn just because of the way Caitlyn's going to be playing, and it's also Ezreal, so he's not going to want to do anything until he picks up Manamune. The lane swap might have done something, but it's not amounting to much just yet. And in normal wave states, there was never really a point where Victor, because Camille would play too safe until Victor shoved into her. There was never a point where Victor had kill pressure on Camille, and there was never a point where Renekton had kill pressure on Ornn. So it's just a very quiet game because of the draft. And I mean, this is kind of the problem we were saying, though. Bambi's Cinders, or Bambi's Basket, or whatever they're called, they had to get really far ahead early, and they're 200 gold ahead.
Yeah, it's not great. You definitely want to be at least trying to pressure the early objectives like Dragon or Herald.
Well, there's our first kill.
That was too quick to even comment on before it happened.
A good bit, pretty quick. Stopping the Camille stun was pretty nice there from the Renekton. But yeah, Scandalous Pork Chops, our nice Lulu player, is going to go down at the 11th minute for our first kill of this one. As now Red Lightning's being pressured a little by the Ornn, but this is just kind of how the Ornn does things, I guess. First Drake is secured also at 11:30 as Jay Steiny's gonna die. Oh no, he had barrier. I thought he was gonna die 1v1 for a second to Pooh, because he wanted to go out of attack range while trying to duel Caitlyn. This could be a solo kill as well. Red Lightning's gonna get the stun off, and actually no, unearthly. Oh, he could have flashed. It would have been flash for flash, but
yeah. It may be. You either flash for flash or flash and get a kill, and I think that's worth a trade because you're flashing on an immobile Victor when you're the Giga Tank Ornn.
That is very, yeah.
And Echo just gonna shove the wave in. They did almost kill the Ezreal there, but he did have barrier, but that's still fine. You're getting rid of the barrier for another 3 minutes. Also, I wanted to say that Lulu didn't heal or flash. There was not an attempt to get away from her approaching death. She just let it happen. They want to see summoner names, Fernie. If that's something you can do. Because you do have them on.
I'm in the middle of food. At the same time, I mean, the Lilting Lullaby did come down, and you are against a Nautilus, so being caught out at any point, you kind of... I can understand just, like, accepting your fate. And I think that's what happened just there. Is, the Lulu did kind of just accept I'm gonna die. Because even if you do flash out, there's the minion wave was pushed up to the middle front, almost to the, almost to like this area. So the wave was in a position where the Lulu would not be saved by a hook. Little Team Lullaby is going to come down, as I was pointing that out, onto the Renekton, so it's just an ult for ult. But here, nope, nothing's going to happen from it. I mean, the Echo's just going to push the wave and I think go for a Herald play. Yeah, Herald's been dropped in mid. So, really trying to burn this one down here, but because of that Tiamat, there's going to be no minions, and all Bambi Cinders are going to get, or Bambi Baskets are going to get is, oh, who's flashing aggressively here? As the Echo's going to get turned on as well. Oh, I can't remember the ult's name.
Of
Chrono
Echo?
Break.
Chrono Break, yes it is.
Well,
The LCS reversal namesake. And it looks like they're on the Camille
Camille's
as
going to
well.
need a little reversal here. But, actually, no one dies. That's crazy to see in that engagement.
Bernie, press your A key. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, I just have had my hands behind my back. Well, the Lilia is going to be pushing aggressively here and actually flash forward onto the Echo, getting the first kill for herself as well. Now, nope. I was trying to be preemptive. First hour also was taken down bot. I forget. You know what? We're going to do it. I'm going to look at it.
There we go.
You see the gold key? What's the gold key?
Scoreboard, chat history, health bars, scoreboard items. Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, pressing H does that. That's wild. We're slowly learning everything.
We know the gold lead is 3K in GD
Yeah.
Simp's flavor. It's in-game. Oh, go down. No, that doesn't help. Interface. I don't know. Let's assume that Caitlyn has a lead.
Ah, found it. X.
We did it.
Let's assume. Caitlyn has a 1,300 gold lead right now.
Yeah, that's a BF start right there. That's a juicy amount of damage going on to Caitlyn.
The good thing is, oh, actually, I'll have to stop that as the Victor. No, not gonna cancel the stun with the ult. That probably could have been a kill there for Lokesh.
What I think that showed that Lokesh doesn't really know the stun timing of the W, because I think you could just ult right before the stun's about to go off and avoid it entirely.
With the
he doesn't
position of the Victor, it would put the Camille on top of the Victor, which is out of the stun pod.
Oh yeah, so you don't even have to avoid it.
Yeah.
And then Aura is right behind you, so you're probably gonna kill the Victor unless the ult runs out before he gets there, which seems unlikely.
Yeah, little weird play there, but I mean, at the same time, this is something I was going to mention too. Even though the Caitlyn is, you know, that big chunk of money ahead of the Ezreal, something to point out is because of the way Ezreal's build, he's still fairly even. You know, he's not like an astronomical amount behind because he's only needs Muramana and Sheen, and his attacks will hit pretty hefty. So he's almost at 400 stacks on that Sheen, probably looking at a 20-21 minute transfer as well.
Muramana, yeah.
He's not spamming his spells out of combat though. Like right now, you need to like just be chugging your spells, and you can see the Muramana signal is not going off. DP is going to come down as the Camille is jumping forward. He's going to land on top of the Victor with that ultimate.
Hey.
But no, the Hextech ultimate is going to be the death of Lokesh. The Orange pushing forward, trying to find a kill. As on the backside of things, I heard the A. The Orange going to fall as well. Somehow, this fight is falling in favor of Bambi's Baskets.
Yeah, definitely a little bizarre. The Ornn and the Camille both go down. All ults are used from 2D Simp Squad too. They just weren't able to land them on the targets that they needed to.
Yeah. Also, frankly, a little awkward TP from the Ornn. You don't really want to be TPing into the middle of fights. You want to be TPing towards the backside if you're not already there. If you're already there waiting for the fight to start, it's fine to be in the front because you can engage from that half a screen away. But it's just it's a tough TP to make work. So he's also got Build-A-Bear Workshop going on in his inventory. He hasn't finished that Abyssal Mask yet. Just because that Bramble Vet is causing some problems. He's never realistically going to be fighting Renekton in a solo lane either. So we'll have to see where that money ends up going. Lilia is a level ahead of Mr. Echo, who, if I may jump over to half a level. Okay. Also, Connor is muted for a moment, so you are stuck just listening to me.
Okay, I'm here definitely for sure.
There he is. Also, off that fight, the gold lead was cut down to 700 here for the side of Bambi's Basket. Is that even their name? Am I just saying a random thing though?
It's Bambi's Baskets for sure. It's Bambi's Baskets versus the 2D Simp squad, I think.
Yeah, I know that one. So, Echo's looking to be caught out. Not going to be found by Peruse on that Nautilus here. He's gotten his Gargoyle Stoneplate as well, which became a very favored first item for a lot of tank supports in, I'd say, the past 4 or 5 months. Just because it gives you so much stats. This season has really been, like, when it comes to people learning items, or not learning, but, like, changing their builds and stuff, it very much has become, what is it? Like, just gold efficiency. People are, a lot more players are learning, like, proper gold efficiency and stuff, so it's very nice to see that.
You see a lot of gold efficiency in the, that Umbro Glaive item that was released this year, and...
Yeah.
Probably the most gold efficient item in my mind.
That's not, see, that's always a great thing. It's insane that that item existently, like, straight up, I feel like there's no reason for something to cost that little and do as much as it does.
Yeah, it's insane for anyone that builds lethality. First item, always on Graves. I am HO.
Yeah. It provides a lot. It really helps with your burst. So far, I'm not seeing any losses to Shopkeeper. At least I don't think, past the
I think if you're Ezreal, I think Trinity Force is fine. Like, I think you'd rather go Trinity Force against what they have.
Yeah. I think it's the two sides are you either go Trinity because you have to be the 1v1 and because Lulu. I think Trinity works a lot better than Iceborne. But or you can go Iceborne. Sorry about that. That was also my engine. Oh, well, I have to cut my point short. Lilting Lullaby is going to come in, and actually, just because of the force TP from the Renekton, the side of 2D Simp Squad is going to disengage instantly.
Which is fine. You bait at the TP. You're feeling pretty happy. Lokesh is going to be pushing with the Camille in the top wave now. Should be able to get this turret if Renekton isn't there in time. Not sure how low it is, but he is sprinting across the map, and Lokesh is pushing at a snail's speed.
Yeah, he is definitely coming as fast as he can. Not having that Sheen or Trinity either definitely does not help take that tower. A nice stun stoppage from the Renekton actually could threaten Lokesh here. With the Dominus now running, Camille's going to be forced to flash, and nope. Weird flash from the Renekton. I would think he'd kind of take that, but he did not.
Lokesh managed to, he was trying to predict the flash of Renekton in front of him by putting the W the opposite way of the Renekton, but Renekton did not flash as predicted. He waited a little bit to flash, so yeah. Lokesh is unable to get the slow to initially get away.
Something I was also thinking about, looking at items, I feel like you really, especially now that you have Mask, you really, as the Ornn, could go Warmogs and treat the side lane. I'll have to cut that off, actually. No Lilting Lullaby because it's on cooldown, but the Lulu's going to sacrifice her life to the Caitlyn ultimate. Nautilus is going to be falling on the backside of things, as well as Pooh going down. 3-on-3 now in this fight as I'm not directing the camera well enough. Also, the Echo and Ezreal falling on the top side of things, and it's Renekton and Victor forced to fall away as this dragon is up. There we go.
Your own fault for not leaving directed camera on. You think you know better than the machine?
Well, we didn't see Pooh die, so it was really focused on everyone auto attack beating down a stone plate Nautilus.
It was one hell of a fight. Finally, 2D Simp squad is winning the fights.
Yeah.
We were waiting for it to get to this point, and I feel like they're finally there. They now have 2 dragons to 1, and they have arguably 2 good dragons to 1 not so good dragon. And a Mountain Soul is going to be pretty insane for their comp, especially dealing with the burst from the Renekton, the Echo, the Victor. Not a lot of sustained damage coming from Bambis.
So that was what I was thinking of. You could run. I was going to mention this before that fight broke out. You definitely can run the Ornn in the side lane since you're most often going to be putting the Ornn against the Victor, as well as actually the Renekton. Either one, it doesn't matter. There's a style that you play with Ornn against splitting against like a Camille or something that doesn't have really definite kill pressure with you against you, where you can run a Warmog's third. Normally you don't want to go Warmog. Nope, never mind. Jay Steiny's just going to flash away from that one. You can run a Warmogs and kind of eat the wave and eat a lot of damage from the Victor or the Renekton. They'll never be able to kill you. And you can just keep up freezes that way closer into your towers. Granted, neither tower is down, so it's not necessary. But I want to see... Something also I've seen a lot is a lot of Ornns not going for good Ornn items. After Sunfire and Abyssal, you just go like Knight's Vow, Redemption, Locket. I saw Impact build Locket this morning, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I think Locket would be pretty good this game. Honestly, you could even go Locket next, and it would be pretty valuable in the team fights. Would definitely stop the Renekton burst, the Echo burst right now. At least mitigate it. And also, what I've noticed at least this game is Lulu, I don't think, has used her summoner heal yet. Keeps putting herself into situations where she dies without using summoners or her ult.
Yeah.
And in such a low-kill game, I'm starting to think that those deaths are starting to matter.
Definitely a little bit. So, could be... Nope, nothing's going to come out from the Lilia, who is still eternally a level ahead of the Echo. I think that is just, like... At that point, though, that's, like, champion differences in a way. That's kind of just, like, you're just faster clear on the Echo than or on the Lilia than the Echo ever will be. Also, so how do you feel about this Blade of the Ruin King buy on the Ezreal?
I think it's pretty good, actually. I'm not mad about the Blade of the Ruin King buy at all.
I initially looked at it and I was thinking I didn't really like it, but when it comes down to it, especially since you didn't go Trinity, it's kind of fine. I think it's pretty fine here.
Yeah, I think it'll allow you to get through the Ornn pretty easily, and the Nautilus. I wouldn't mind seeing a Lord Doms for his last item. We'll see if he gets there, depending on how the Lilia starts to build too, because normally Lilias will go Deadmans after their AP is built, or maybe a little bit of armor, but it seems like Yukino Simp is just going full AP is what he has right now. And Echo still gets drowsy. He ults when maybe he shouldn't.
Yeah, Directed Cam really knows what to look at, huh? Well, Yukino Simp's gonna go down. The Renekton is TP'd in as well. He's gonna find Pooh here. This fight is going sideways for the side of 2D Simp Squad just because of not really fighting in a way that benefits their team. The Ornn is going to fail his flash as well. Polymorphed and stunned up and pressured out. That's 3 for 1 here. And I guess, I think a point to make from earlier, that question that I never answered, you said, how does Bambi win this game? And I think this is how. It's really 2D Simp Squad not playing at all to their compositional benefits. You're very much fine with ping-ponging here. Like, you don't need to be starting these fights over nothing. Like, Drake is up, but it's not like an imperative thing because it's only the 4th Drake of the game and you don't have to Drake. And it's just like, you're fine because Ornn's gonna infinitely outscale Renekton. Or not infinitely, but Ornn will definitely outscale a Renekton in a million years. Your Lilia's gonna be pretty strong. Camille, the more items she gets, definitely like at 3rd or 4th item, she's like at her peak. Caitlyn is going to scale a ton. Like, it's just, you're fine waiting these things out and just keep ping-ponging for like 10 minutes, even though it doesn't get you anything. Because...
And you also have to notice, last fight, Camille was not even there.
That is true.
Camille was not a factor. That was
was chilling top.
It was a 4v4 once killing the Echo, but to kill the Echo, you had to split your team and waste the Lily ult. So it put them in a pretty bad spot. You definitely don't want to be splitting up. You want to be zoning with the Ornn and with the Nautilus, with the Lilia landing her Qs, while the Caitlyn playing backline, Lokish looking for counter engage. The way that they did it last fight was a little rough. And Renekton's onto the Ornn.
I don't think anything's gonna come of it, not even a 2-shot barrage landing, so... Now the gold lead has shifted in favor, actually, of this red side, thanks to a lot of money in the pockets of mid and top. Wow, Renekton is almost 2k ahead of
30 minutes in, and we've just been like sub 1,000 gold shifting between the two teams. One team will have a 500 gold lead, and then the other team will have a 500 gold lead. Neither team really has a gold lead.
Yeah, I don't think the gold lead doesn't exist, really. It's just a figment of our imagination at this point. So, at this stage of the game, though, there's no one who can really counter these split pushes. Like, Ornn has so much free stats now that he's finished his Forge Fire cape? Yeah, I knew it.
Ornn is also level 15. He hasn't upgraded any of his teammates' items. When Caitlyn does have the Infinity
you
Edge.
have Trinity Fusion and Molten Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to main Ornn. What's up?
That's actually really cool. That's actually really awesome that you know that.
I know Redemption turns into Salvation. It's Yomu's Wraith Blade is that one. I don't know what Blade of the Ruined King turns into. That's like one of the few that I don't remember. Also, and by one of the few, I mean like 75% of them. I only remember the ones that like consistently get upgraded, which are these two, Trinity Fusion, Molten Edge, and then Wraith Blade.
That's cool.
Okay. Red Lightning's gonna get engaged on and blown up thanks to the Camille Ornn. So
this is good to start Baron with. Renekton's bot lane, his TP will be up.
Oh, the Caitlyn just does damage.
Who is mad?
Not look for an ult on either one, considering that she could very much nuke either the Lulu or the Ezreal.
That's a flash and a barrier out of the way, and they're able to start the Baron. Who was seething there, just chasing them down? He wanted something. And Nautilus is doing a great job playing point guard with the Echo. Gets his ult on him. And the Lilia is going to hit him with the Drowsy, but Nautilus breaks it immediately. Oh, wait, never mind. He does get the ball into the sleep. Will he get the steal? And he does it. Caitlyn's actually able to secure it.
I was terrified for a moment that Bambi Cinder there was going to be able to steal that one away. Thankfully, he didn't. But this very well could be the ending push. 30 seconds plus on the jungle and top. Oh, now that I think about it, I forgot that we've been ping-ponging the same mid lane for 9 million years, so we are not quite anywhere close to finishing games.
Orin does have ult, though.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go for a long-range engage now, once they get the wave, Renekton will be dead for the next wave, but it looks like they're just going to back off. Look toward the dragon, which is up soon, TM.
15 seconds. Yeah,
it is
so...
15 seconds.
Huh?
Oh, now it's 15 seconds.
Oh, you might be a couple seconds behind me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah. Well, we've got Molten Edge and Trinity Fusion now in for the Camille and the Caitlyn. So the Ornn has finally been doing, you know, what his champion does, which is giving, I think, like almost 1,000 gold worth of free stats. I don't think, well, Molten Edge is very much close to that. Infinity Edge is what, 75 AD? Or is it 85?
75 sounds correct. I'm just going to agree with you.
So that's 35 AD, which is roughly a BF sword. So that's 1,300 gold that the Caitlyn got just by having Ornn on her team. Oh, look at that. He's trying to redeem himself.
What am I looking at?
The Aegis on the Ornn.
Oh, the Aegis of the Legion.
He's trying to redeem himself for losing the shopkeeper earlier with the other item. Fuck. The Bramble's best. Yeah, I also don't want to do the math on Trinity, but that is definitely also like around 1,000 gold worth of stats. So like, Ornn is just so good.
Ornn is very good, yeah. And he only gets better. Because he still hasn't upgraded the Lilia or the Nautilus, which he eventually will be able to. I don't think either of them have items that are upgradable right now.
Paradox. Lilia's going for Zanya's Paradox, which is the Hourglass. But yeah, I don't think really... Oh, Nautilus is probably going Locket as well, which does get upgraded.
Double Lockets in their pockets. Gonna have a pretty good upgrade really on that one. Again. Yeah, the armor and MR that you get from that is really good.
I mean, the double shield, all the armor stacking on the Echo, or on the Nautilus, it all just feels really, really good.
That's Renekton. No, it's not.
No.
I was very wrong. I saw the steam, and then the camera went away.
So, this is, I think, at this point, like, this is do or die time for, or at least we're getting very close to it. We've got under 3 minutes on the Drake, under 2.5 on Baron. Still they're up. That is sole point for the side of 2D Simp Squad. Your Caitlyn is monstrous. Like, any fight that happens right now, you are fine with taking, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. Also, just notice Wisher said it made me look toward the Ezreal's item. He did not go towards the Lord Dominic's regards. He actually went for the
Mortal Reminder.
Mortal Reminder, which I think is significantly worse against the comp that they're playing against. You really want the armor shredded into the Ornn, into the Nautilus, into the Lilia even.
Don't worry. It'll stop Camille's healing from Death Dance and Ravenous.
True. My bad, actually.
And the Grasp from the Ornn.
Okay, my bad, actually. I take it all back.
Yeah. And I guess Echo probably, or not Echo, Nautilus probably has, like, Unflinching or something. It'll prevent healing when Caitlyn uses heal. I can't help. I can't find anything else. Oh, Caitlyn has, the lifesteal mastery, where it gives you 12% lifesteal once you finish it. It'll stop.
Oh, never mind.
It'll stop healing from that.
It's actually so much value.
100% though. Like, Lord Dominic's is very much a preferred item here, I would think.
I think also how the math checks out. If you're playing a crit ADC, Lord Dominic's like third item is always more damage.
Yeah.
Even if you're not against any armor.
Yeah.
I think that's the. Freak did a video on it. Would recommend all aspiring ADCs to check it out.
Well,
and they are in on the Nautilus.
Oh, goodbye, Echo.
And Nautilus got in on them.
Echo got Jensen. This game is over, I think, at this point. The Hextech Ultimatum's in the back on the J90, who's going to get absolutely nuked by the Lilia. Hook's going to miss out as this is the battle of speed at this point, but Pooh is going to win it out alongside the Lilia. I pressed A at a decent enough time, and yeah, that's kind of what we were saying. The Ornn ult disrupted the entirety of Bambi's baskets there, and they had to push forward into a Lilia and a Caitlyn.
Eventually, 2D Simp Squad's comp turned into what their comp was designed to do, and just became this monstrous scaling comp that is not really losable at this point in the game. You're 40 minutes in, this is what they had to get to, 39 minutes.
Yeah. So, with that, I mean, it looked like that one took a whole lot longer than it really should have, I think.
I agree. We can agree to agree on that.
Yeah. That is definitely an agree to agree moment. That was...
You are cutting out for me? Okay,
I was trying to find the words to speak.
Oh, your verbiage was cutting out. Your brain was cutting out.
My brain was cutting out there. The Renekton did more than the Ezreal. For a game where we were saying it was 1v9 Ezreal time, yeah.
It needed to be 1v9 Ezreal time. It wasn't, but it needed to be.
Yeah.
You know, good game from both squads. I think 2D Simp Squad was 4-1,
yes.
and now they're 5-1, and that brings Bambi to 1-5. So standings wise, that went as it should have. If you're power ranking the teams by standings. But I had faith.
I mean,
maybe at some point in the game.
I feel like if that Baron fight, if Red Lightning didn't get called out before that Baron, we might ping pong for another 10 minutes, as we had the previous 10.
But I think if you go another 10 minutes, Ornn just gets more items onto his teammates. They just get so much gold value. Their scaling is so good. And unless Ezreal just turns it on. Word on the street of Josh wants an interview. I don't know what player that is, but he wants an interview.
All right. Well, we'll move him on in then.
I have to jet right now.
Okay.
But I'll let you interview him.
Sure.
But it was a great series. Sorry to duck out early.
I'm glad we finally got to cast together, though.
Yeah, I know. It was insane. All right, later, gang.
Later, gamer. So, it's just you and me, buddy.
Hello.
Apparently, you wanted an interview.
I didn't say all that. But
apparently, you've been nominated for an interview.
There we go. I nominated Pooh, but he's out here.
Okay.
Just dodging. But how are you, my dude?
I'm fine. I got to watch a game of League of Legends.
It was boring. I'm sorry.
A bit. But you did kind of what your comp asked you to do, so it's not a problem.
Lokesh on a side lane?
No. Just wait until 35 minutes and then win.
Oh, yeah. I literally said, shit, guys, we lost that fight. If we just wait, they can't win.
Yeah.
And then we waited, right? And then we won.
Yeah, that's how that comp works especially against the blue side or the red side comp. So aside from the Lilia pick, because that one is pretty obvious, looking at this draft, was there anything you were like specifically trying to target away from or force people onto, or just like any specific picks?
So we actually banned the Soraka one trick, and Soraka has an okay time playing against Lilia because you can buffer her R and her ult and everything. So we decided we wanted to get rid of because Bambi's baskets wouldn't ban Lilia because they have the Lilia one trick on there, but we're blue side, so we're gonna obviously take that first. So we
What, you're
decided
gonna
we're
take
gonna
the
ban out.
number one jungler right now first? That's insane.
No, 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 no. Who would have thought? We weren't gonna try to go for the Shen, but we kind of made an oopsie in draft and picked the K Nautilus when we could have gone for the Shen there. But I think it worked out in the end because the Orin ults were kind of huge in these team fights, especially at the last one where they
Yes.
engaged on top of our Nautilus. That was a weird champ. And then he got hit by the Echo got hit by an Orin ult and just died.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what lost them the game, I believe.
So, yeah, looking at that one, you knew your comp differences, and you knew that your comp just had to play back against theirs. So, why
we had to
were
make
you
mistakes
so
against them.
hell-bent on starting every fight possible? Particularly,
No.
you went for so many one-man lullabies there.
No, but those are like my cooldowns are way shorter than their flash cooldowns.
Okay.
So if I burn their flash before a dragon fight or any team fight, like I feel like that's more worth if I don't have lullaby on a 90-second cooldown than they do on their flash for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Because if they don't flash away on those like 1 second, like those one-man lullabies, they either get picked off and die, or they have to force a fight that's not favorable to them. Because they want to fight in the jungle, and most of the time when I threw them, besides the one time on Red Lightning that was in, like it was in lane. I think that makes sense, but if they
Yeah.
don't,
All
they
right.
don't.
So
But yeah.
I haven't looked at the schedule. Who do you have next? Because I haven't prepared any questions for this.
I got Monka, Papega, Omega, Papega,
Ooh,
Super
that
Duper
one's a good
Poggers.
one. What do you? So that's two of the top record-wise teams in the league,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe
Mhm.
they're predicted around the board at first
Yeah,
power rankings.
they're a really good
because
team.
that team exists apparently.
Yeah.
It's like an all plat above team. Like I don't know how we allowed this team to be drafted, but so what are you really looking forward to with that one?
I'm really excited to play against Reggie. Reggie's a really cool dude. He's really chill,
Oh, yeah?
and he's a really great jungler. And I'm really excited to see if I can jungle gap him or not. If I can't, then shit, man.
Uh-huh.
Oh well.
You are trying to jungle gap a jungle main.
Yes, precisely.
I would love to see that.
I mean, I already did it to your jungler, but we don't need to talk about that. And then we got Forehead 2.0, which I think is an easier game. I think the clear like best 4 teams right now are us, Washington League Ball, Monka, and Rams of Love. So I'm excited to play against Rams of Love and Monka, Papega, Omega, Papega, Poggers, whatever their name is. Especially because I think we already secured playoffs with being 5-1.
Yes. So where do you think Wooloo Gang stands in this, by the way?
I think Wooloo Gang is unironically 5th place.
I think so too. So this is not me like blowing up my own team. I do think we are like either last team in the gauntlet, like 6th, or I think we're like the last team to auto qualify.
Yeah, I agree.
With our new roster.
It looks good. I'm excited for you guys.
Okay, I think you were casting that one last night. Seriously, that was the only game that was nuclear that we weren't getting blown out of the water with. Like, that was the one-sided game that wasn't us being diffed.
You guys had a hard schedule too.
I
You-
think
you
we
had-
played
you
I think we
basically-
played like 3 of the top 4 teams, or 2 of the top 3 teams in our first 3
And
games.
you no offense to Blaz, but you had Blaz, and his champ pool was a lot more limited than Big Ichi's.
Yeah, I love my boy
But-
Steven, but
It was a lot harder because it was like a makeshift team at that point. Like
Yeah.
you guys were still trying to figure out what's going on. But I feel like now you guys got a style you want to play, and it's working. Because when Ben didn't have Big Ichi or you on your comfortable picks, he had to carry. He felt like he had to carry. But now he can just take a supportive role, and I think that's what's going to work best for your team.
okay.
But
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
I think you guys got a pretty easy lineup now. You got, I mean,
we have Bambi's Baskets and Gump Squad. this coming
So
week.
if you can get Ben to learn Lilia, it's because you guys are on blue side.
You really think I haven't been saying, hey, maybe you should learn the strongest jungler in the current meta?
No, sir.
You think I have not been telling him that?
No.
Okay.
All right, I think that's it for me. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. A short interview, but a good one. Congrats to you, Ben. Ben?
Yeah, I'm not Ben.
Josh?
I'm not that bad at jungle. Okay, I'm offended by.
Well, thank you guys for watching. That is it for me. I believe there's another game later on. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you all for jumping on into this super scuffed late stream. And I wish you all a good night.